Hello everyone, this is Ming Jong. Welcome to today's market analysis for the S&P 500 E-minutes futures for the session of 18th of August. In this video, I am going to show you the market recap on the last session and a trade review in the 3 minutes time frame, which I will include the entry, exits, and the rationale behind. And the trade was based on a pretty simple and straightforward breakout, test, and a reversal trade. So going forward, I will cover the bias, key levels, and also potential setup for the session later. So let's just get started. As we can see in this daily chart for the S&P 500, so yesterday was another bullish day, but just look at the range here. It's relatively tight range, especially during the US session. And another thing that stands out to me is the decreasing of the supply level, as we can see it here. So the supply level has been decreasing. So at this moment, nothing threatening yet. So I still favor a supply absorption scenario for the S&P 500 to continue the rally to test the all-time high level near 3400 level. Alright, so let me just get down to the hourly time frame, and I will elaborate a bit more on what's going on for the session yesterday. So yesterday during the US session was relatively tight range, but prior to the US opening session, so as we can see it here, this is the US session, and from this bar onwards we know that is pretty much stuck within this little range. I think it's less than 10 points. But prior to that, during the Asian session, we have a bit of the rally up, followed by a reaction. And during the European London session, we have a bit of the spring type of the action with a hammer bar form. And subsequently goes into a trading range. And eventually during the US session, we have seen just a little movement between 3380 to around 3373. Alright, so let me get down again to the 3 minutes time frame for a very simple and straightforward trade review. So as you guys know, usually I struggle to find trades during this little tight range session. But yesterday, I think there was just happened to have a great opportunity to trade this simple and straightforward breakout, test, and reversal. All right, so let me just zoom out a little bit here to give you a bit more of the context of this trade. So you can see that just prior to the US opening session, we have seen this kind of the movement. And one thing that's very outstanding to me was this level. So this is the around 3375. So we have seen that at around 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. my time here, there is a reaction. Maybe I will just zoom out a little bit here so you can see what's happening. Okay, yep. So you can see that prior to that, we have one touch and then has rejection here, and this is a rally with touching the 3375 level, got rejected. Subsequently have a relatively grinding down type of the reaction, and then we have another attempt to rally, but was rejected again at 3 p.m. my time, but this time is a little bit sharper than this kind of the movement. But again, at around 5 p.m. my time, we have seen a bit of the upthrust type of the action, but nevertheless no sharp reaction as anticipated. And you can see that overall, if you recognize this type of the structure, maybe some will call it a routing type of the pattern. So this is a routing type of the pattern, or if you want, maybe some kind of the cup and handle, something like that. And eventually, just prior to the US opening session, we have seen this kind of the breakout and then rally up a bit, and during the US opening is on this bar here. We have seen a reaction down, forming a hammer, and eventually we have this kind of a reaction going down to test the resistance turn support level at 33.75 level. So this is how it went. So generally is this kind of the breakout, retest, and reversal type of the trade. Alright, so let me just zoom in a little bit here. You can just notice the volume level. So you can see that during the reaction, we have seen just relatively low volume here, and during this reaction, I think this bar, the hammer, was outstanding because it has some kind of the increasing of the volume level, and also you can see that we have a demand tail here, and that actually was confirmed by the next bar. So we have seen demand come in on this hammer bar, tested the support level at around 33.75, and followed by a reversal bar that actually reversed the, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least this 5 bar here. So definitely a great reversal bar here. So just right after the close of this bar, I just entered long, and eventually you can see that it just traveled to touch this level at around 33.82, which was the prior swing high resistance. So I just took partial of my profit there, exit partial of my trade. That worked out to be around 1.2 reward to risk ratio, and the rest of the position just got stopped out at this bearish bar here because I just trailed my stop there, and this just stopped me out. So which worked out to be around 0.7 reward to risk ratio. So overall it's just still less than reward to risk ratio of 1. But nevertheless, I think it's relatively straightforward and simple trade. Not too much to worry about, and it's a relatively short duration of the holding period. So definitely good for me. Just about 11 p.m. my time here, I can just close the computer and go to bed. Alright, so okay, let me just get back to the hourly time frame, and we'll talk more on what's happening right now. So far, I don't think there is anything major change for the market. So far, I think we're still in a relatively tight range. So this is the hourly time frame. You can see that if we zoom out a little bit here, so far this is a relatively sharp reaction, and then subsequently for the past 4 days, so this is the past 4 days, we have seen that the price generally just hanging around the resistance level, just below the resistance level at 33.80, and in terms of the supply level has been decreasing throughout, which was a very constructive sign for supply absorption, and especially when the price is just hovering near the resistance level. So I just suspect that it could just have another attempt to break out of the resistance here to test the all-time high level. So you could do something like this, retrace a bit, and then break out, and then continue to go up. We'll see what happens next. But so far for today's day trading, I still keep a neutral bias because I think that we might still see relatively down movement and tight range, provided unless we have seen aggressive demand to come in to push the price up to initiate a breakout. Otherwise, for the key levels, immediate supporting levels will be this is quite a minor level at around 33.70 based on a bit of the structure here, and the next level will be around 33.60 to 65. So this could be the next level to watch. So the immediate supporting level will be at least these two levels, 3370 to 3360. Other than that, here at around 3320 to 3330 will become the next important supporting level. So should the price fail to initiate a breakout, then I think it will just come back to test this level. But so far, I still favor a breakout scenario to continue to test the all-time high level. And for the potential setup, I'm still favoring, I think, this level, 3370. So let me zoom in a little bit here. So you can see that this bar here actually tested this 3370 level and with a hammer bar form. So I think this could be a good level to watch. So should the price come back to test again, in case of a reversal happen, then I think we could look out for the opportunity to get long. Other than that, I think yeah, so this is one of the long scenario that I'm looking for. So yeah, this is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it and get something useful out from the video. If you like the video, just click like and also hover to my name or picture to follow me. Do remember to subscribe to my channel so that you get instant notification of my future video ideas. And as usual, if you have any kind of the questions, suggestions, or any kind of the great trade ideas you'd like to share with me or would like me to take a look, feel free to comment it below. I will happy to reply to you and have a look of the charts. And thanks for watching. I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.